guys, welcome back to Alicia Bowman Yoga. Today we have a strengthening practice for you. So come into a comfortable seat, place your hands upon your knees, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and sigh everything out. Allow all the bones and muscles just to stack into place as you are. And start to deepen your breath, intentionally lengthening the inhales and lengthening your exhales. And start to breathe with the Ujjayi pranayama. So if you're new to this, making a slight constriction in the back of your throat, it's going to give your breath an audible quality. Allowing the air to circulate through the lungs to drive more oxygen into your bloodstream. Every inhale, inviting in the kind of energy that you wish to hold within yourself. And every exhale, shifting away that which does not serve you. So feelings of doubt, insecurities, tension, cloudiness. Just letting them go, surrendering them onto the breath. And this is the breath that I will ask you to continue with for the duration of our practice today, using the inhales to cultivate the energy that you'll need at certain places, and the exhales to let go of that which does not serve, that holds you back, the stuckness, the fear, whatever isn't working anymore. Allow some light into the eyes. On a deep breath in, reach your hands high overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center, reach high. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, come back through center, reach up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale through the middle. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, reach your hands high. This time, exhale, bow forward. Take a deep breath in, lengthening, stretching the fingers forward. Then exhale, draw them all the way over to the right. Trap down the right hand with the left. Take a deep breath into the left lung. Exhale. Inhale, hands through center. Exhale, hands to the left. Trap down left hand with the right. Deep breath into the right lung. And exhale here. Inhale, hands back through center, stretch them long, and then crawl them back in towards you. We're going to roll over the knees, come onto a tabletop position. So getting the shoulders stacked on the wrists and the hips stacked right on top of your knees. Inhale, sink your belly down. Exhale, press away the floor. Inhale, sink your belly to the floor and pause there. And start to drag the palms back towards the knees to really open up through the front of the chest, like drive the palms back, really using some power here. And just notice how that feels in the spine. Can you draw more length into the spine? Exhale, press away the floor. Pause there in the cat pose and really pushing the hands into the floor, really trying to seek some space between your shoulder blades. Breathe here. Now find some free flow between your cat and cow, your own breath, your own pace. Just feeling into the spine, noticing what you're working with today. Allow any kind of movement to flow into this that feels appropriate in your body. So working into your stuck spaces, kind of wiggling them out, breathing into those areas of tension. Maintain the Ujjayi breath. Return back to tabletop position and flip around the right palm only. Good. So we're going to make some horizontal circles, sinking your hips back to your heels, working into the flexion of the right wrist. Good. Change directions. Good. And flip the right hand back to front and flip the left fingers back towards your body. Little circles in one direction, moving horizontally. Just checking the flexion in the wrist. So moving the shoulder really far out to the side, change direction, and really far out to the other side. Good. Move back to neutral, flip the left hand around. Now turn both hands out towards the sides. You're going to move your chest side to side. Again, just to feel into the flexion of the wrists. Good. Back through neutral, flip the hands over so tops of the hands come into the floor, straighten through the arms. If you can't straighten them, just stay here, working towards straight. If you can, start to tip your chest more side to side so you can kind of feel into the flexion some more. And really pressing the base of the wrist into the floor. And then come into a pause and start to curl the fingers in towards the palms. So you can stretch into the back of the hand, the back of the wrists. Release the fingers out. Curl them into a fist. Release them out. And one more time, make a tight fist. And this should be hard. Like you should be struggling to do this. It shouldn't go all the way into a tight fist. Release this down, sink your hips to your heels, and shake the hands out. Clasp your fingers together, roll the wrists. This might be foreshadowing the practice a little bit, working on the wrists. Take a grip around one wrist and snake bite the other wrist. So you remember snake bite like from when you were a kid, really twisting it, even bringing some redness into the flesh, working it all the way down towards the elbow. Change sides. Just bringing the blood back in. Nice. Good. On an inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, bow forward. Stretch your hands out in front. Plant the hands down. Inhale, draw your chest forward and then lower down to your belly. Hover the hands from the floor and press the shoelace part of your foot into the earth. Inhale, peel up your chest. Breathe here. And just feel the muscles at the base of the spine starting to heat up. Every time you inhale, come up a little higher. Good. One more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Give your hips a wiggle side to side. Just release that work in the low back. Okay, now plant the hands under the shoulders and press your chest high, this time using the hands to help. Inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Keep the elbows into the ribs. Drag the palms back slightly. Find that extension in the spine. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, find cobra. Find space in your spine. Exhale, lower down. Tuck under your toes, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. So take a few breaths here, pedaling your heels towards the floor, stretching through the calves, maybe sway the hips side to side. And while we're here, paying special attention to the hands, so gripping your fingers into the earth, really strengthening through the hands. Come into a pause, into stillness, and take some deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Gaze between your thumbs. Exhale, step or float your feet forward to the top of the mat. Fold. A few breaths in your first forward fold, taking any movements that you like to do in your first forward fold. You could bring your hands into opposite elbow crease and just let everything hang. Good. Release your hands to the floor. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soft bend in the knees, rise up to standing, reach your hands high. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your hands high overhead. Exhale, forward fold, pour it out. Inhale, lengthen your back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float your feet back into plank pose. Pause for an inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, press into the hands. Rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower your chest. Tuck under your toes. Press up and back, downward dog. Pause here. Inhale, rise up on the toes. Exhale, look forward, float your feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, soft bend in the knees, rise up. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, float back, plank pose. Pause for your inhale. This time, exhale, lower just halfway down. So finding that 90-degree bend into the arms. Inhale, lifts the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, pick up the right leg, bend your knee, find hydrant pose. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Press your left heel towards the floor and your right armpit towards the floor. Breathe here. So keep gripping the fingers into the earth, strong hands. Every inhale, lift the right knee up a little bit higher so you can widen the space between right knee and left heel. On your exhale, curl the right knee towards your nose and see if you can touch it. Inhale, sweep your leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Tap it. Inhale, sweep your leg back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Tap it. Inhale, take it all the way back. Exhale, step your toes between your hands at the top of the mat into a low lunge. Make sure the right knee is stacked on top of the right ankle. Inhale, broaden your collarbones forward. Exhale, straighten through the right leg and bow your chest. So the right leg might not go straight all the way, and that's okay. We're just looking for the hamstring stretch in the back of the leg. Now, dynamically moving with your breath. Inhale, rebend the right knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten and bow. A few more times with your own breath and your own pace. Inhales to rebend. Exhales, find length and bow. Inhale, rebend the right knee, look forward, reach forward, and then rise all the way up. Cactus the arms down behind you. So the elbows bend. Okay, take a deep breath in, lift the sternum. Exhale, reach forward and round through your upper back. Inhale to open and lift your chest. Exhale, reach and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open, cactus. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, this time reach hands to the floor. Swing the right leg back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, stack your hip high. Hydrant pose. On an exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep and hover it there. So you're gonna hold it, breathe, and support yourself with the breath. So inhales to gather energy, and then exhale, swing your right knee over towards your left elbow and hold it there. Good, move your right knee towards your nose, touch it. Inhale, reach your right toes back. Exhale, plant the right foot down. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, lower halfway only. Inhale, lift your chest upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips downward facing. Nice work. Side two. Inhale, pick up your left leg. Bend your knee, find your hydrant pose. Deep breaths. Every inhale, lifting the left knee higher, dropping your left armpit down and your right heel down. Ujjayi breath. Circulate the oxygen. On your exhale, curl the left knee in towards your left tricep and tap it. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, left knee to your nose and tap it. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, tap it. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, step left toes between your hands at the top of the mat. Good. Left knee on top of the left ankle, check your stance. Inhale, broaden your chest forward. Exhale, drag your hips backwards, pyramid. And again, with the breath here, dynamically. Inhale, rebend the left knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten and bow. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, bow. Your own pace. On your next inhale, bend into the left knee, pause there. Reach your hands forward and hover your chest, firm into the feet, and then rise all the way up. Exhale, pull the elbows back and down, lift through the chest. Deep breath in here. Exhale, reach forward, round the back. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach and round. Inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, reach forward. And then hands come to the floor. Sweep the left toes back, three-legged dog. Find your hydrant pose again, bending the left knee, stacking the hips. And then on your exhale, curl your left knee towards your left elbow and pause there. 3 breaths. Strong breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Pause there. It's like all the core. Good. Inhale. Tap the nose. Hold it. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Inhale, sweep your left leg back. Exhale, toes to the floor. Inhale, glide forward, plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower chaturanga arms. Inhale, press up. Exhale, halfway down. This time, upward facing dog. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, drop your knees, take child's pose. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side. Still using the breath to pull in the energy that you wish to hold and to shift away what stands in your way of that. In with the new and out with the old. Good. Lean up onto your shins. So one of the postures we're working with today is the crow pose, Bakasana. You're going to bring your hands down to the floor and just pop up onto the toes. You can bring them really close behind the wrists. I feel like this is the best angle. Good. So gripping the hands into the floor, maybe like spread the fingers apart as wide as they can go, and then bring them back just a little bit. So you're gonna grip them in nice and tight. Come up onto your toes so you can reach your knees into your upper arm bones. And you're gonna start to shift forward, feel into the fingers, and then allow the fingers to shift you back. So maybe the toes will float here, and maybe they won't, but what I really want you to notice is the shift in the weight that's happening. So you can try again, coming forward, maybe the toes lift up, press into the fingers and come all the way back down. Let's try two more, crow rocks, that's what they're called. So you're just gonna rock in, and on purpose, rock out. Like that, one more. Rocking all the way in, press the fingers and rock back out. Good. The next one we're gonna rock in and we'll hold this time. So squeeze your knees to the upper arms, hands come down, lean forward. You can go right in if you have your crow. If this is new, try lifting one foot and then the other. Breath. Breathing in the energy you want. Good, and then lowering your feet back to the floor. Give the wrists a little roll. Good, so the other posture that we're gonna work on today is the tripod headstand. So for this one, you want the spacing with the hands and the head to be like a triangle. And the part of the head that comes to the floor is like the very, very top of your head. They say like the baby's soft spot, which I think is kind of a gross thing to say, but it is very accurate. So you're gonna lower your head down and make sure that you can see your fingers. Squeeze the elbows in towards the rib cage. Have a 90-degree stacking in your arms. You're gonna lift your hips up and start to walk your feet in so the hips come close, like on top of the shoulders. And when you're there, you might start to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more weightless, and some of you might be able to float your toes by pressing into the hands and come all the way up. For some of you, you may want to try stacking one knee on top of the elbow, and then maybe the other one, and work with teddy bear today. And from teddy bear, you can pull the knees to the chest eventually, reach them up, and come into your tripod. Good. Just coming out of there. Good. And rise up, hero's pose, have a little rest. So something that's really fun to work with is the transition between the tripod headstand and the crow pose. So for that one, it's really important from the tripod that you roll up first towards your hairline, and the hands have to be really, really strong, pressing back with the fingers to slowly lower back to crow. It's really easy, especially when you're learning, to come all the way down and you kind of miss the step where your feet float. And that's okay, that's how everybody learns it. So let's give that a little try. Actually, we'll come from crow and see if we can drop the head, and then we'll see if we can come back the other way. So plant the hands, grip the knees in, float into your crow. You can go too far forward and drop the top of your head. Knees come into the chest and reach them all the way up. Stacking the hips on the shoulders. And then to come back, you're gonna have to pull the knees up really, really high, using all the core into the upper arm bones. Squeeze them in, roll to the hairline, so right to the tip of your forehead, press into the fingers, and just gently lift the head. So it's quite a lot in the hands, then you can lower down. Yeah, let's try that one more time. So coming into your crow, squeeze in your knees, maybe up into the armpits, leaning forward, gently dropping the head, using the hands to control, reaching the feet high. Couple of breaths here. Keep squeezing the elbows into each other so that we're not like splaying them out to the side. So coming down, bring the knees first into the upper arm bones. You're going to press into the fingers, keep the toes floating, roll to the hairline, gently lift your head. Yes. And lower your feet back down. Give some love to the wrists. Let's roll them. Actually, snake bite them again. There. Good. Shake them out. Nice. So we're going to come back into the crow pose at the top of the mat, and I'm going to teach you one more transition. Actually, let's start in the downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, grip the fingers into the floor, splay the hands nice and wide, look forward between your thumbs, and then do a little hop so you can get your feet right behind your wrists. So hop your feet up. Grip your knees in, lean your chest forward, float the toes. And then this time, pressing through the hands, we're going to spring our feet back into our chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, vinyasa. Exhale, downward dog. Let's try that whole thing one more time. So look forward between your thumbs. Do a little hop to bring your feet up close to the wrists. Lean your chest forward. Use the core to float the toes. Spring the feet back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Lower your knees to the floor and just come to a seat. Take the legs wide apart. Press your hands into the floor. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, hinge the hips, bow forward. And maybe there's space and you can reach forward too. So using your breath to find that sense of surrender and placing within it those thoughts of doubt, the worries, the I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lean over to the right. Place the right forearm down in front of the right shin. Left arm over top of the left ear. And you might reach for your foot with both hands and turn your chest open. Keep spinning your bottom ribs open and breathing into your left lung. Inhale lifts you all the way up. Exhale takes you the other way. Drop your left forearm down. The right arm comes over the right ear. Spin your bottom lung open. Inhale, reach your chest all the way up. Bring the legs together. Inhale, reach your hands high overhead. Exhale, folding forward. So every inhale, try to draw just a little bit more length into your spine. And every exhale, shifting a little bit deeper into the pose. So riding the exhale, finding the surrender there. And placing on it the tension, the tightness, the stuckness, the stagnant energy. Inhale brings you all the way back up. cross your left leg over top of the right. Sit up nice and tall, and then option 1, you're just gonna squeeze your knee in towards your chest and lift your sternum higher. Option 2, plant your left hand by your left hip. Inhale, pick up the right hand. Exhale, twist really deep. And again, every inhale to grow taller. Every exhale takes you a little deeper. And you can challenge the lungs against the rib cage. Breathe deeply into them, even if it feels a little bit more stuck than it usually does. Just keep telling your body it's safe to do this. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take a little counter twist to the right. So it's just like an unwinding the spine. Inhale, pick it up, and I have one more arm balance to offer you today. It's called the baby grasshopper. So because we did a lot on the wrist already, I'm gonna offer this on the forearm. So you're gonna place the right forearm down to the floor. The left arm is gonna reach all the way around to the pinky toe edge of the right foot if you can. If you can't, anywhere along the right leg will do. So again, that shift in the balance, you're just gonna start to teeter the chest forward, and you might rock into this. See if you can lift your bum up off the floor. If you like this variation, you might try it with the hand planted on the floor. You'll get a little bit more height there. Good, and lower down. We'll take the other side. So the right leg crosses over top of the left. Option 1 as you sit up straight is to hug your knee to your chest. Option 2, plant the right hand by the right hip. Inhale, pick up the left hand. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhales grow you taller. Exhales twist you deeper. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. A little wiggle, whatever feels nice. And then baby grasshopper on the left. So left forearm comes to the floor, lean into it. See if you can reach for the left foot or anywhere along the left leg. I'll show you holding just onto my calf muscle. You're gonna lean forward, float your hip. And you can try the variation on the hand if you wish. Fun one, hey? Lower your hips down. Bring your legs out in front, and you're just gonna roll onto your back. Clasp the knees in the chest. Give yourself some massaging type action. So rocking side to side or making circles with the knees. Bring your feet to opposite sides of the mat, knees bent, and windshield washer your legs side to side. And then extend your legs out, palms face up, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and sigh it all out. I hope you enjoyed your practice with me today. A little introduction to some arm balancing and inversions. If this is something you'd like to see more of, please let me know, drop a comment, or just send me a message. Now rest here as long as you need to in your Shavasana. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.